midweek blessings to you, Pacific Beach brothers and sisters. It's Pastor Bill. It's Thursday, January 27th, and I want to say thank you to those of you who have been praying for me and for my family through a recent round of COVID for me. Your prayers have been answered in that I'm feeling way better. And I had actually a very quick and mild bout of COVID just about the middle part of last week. And I'm so excited about being back together again with you in person on the patio for our services this coming Sunday, January 30th. If you're like me, over the last week or so, you've been working through taxes. This extra time at home has given me some time to dig through our paperwork and prepare our tax filing for 2021. And it's put me in mind of a quote from Benjamin Franklin that's now one of his most famous quotes. It was actually one of his last quotes too. As he wrote a letter to his friend Jean-Baptiste Le Roy in the year 1789, Ben Franklin wrote these now famous words: "In this world, nothing can be said to be certain except death and taxes." Well, I happen to be sitting in the driver's seat of my car today to record this midweek message because it's a place that reminds me of the virtue that we're going to be talking about in this Sunday's sermon and another one of life's certainties. It's the certainty of waiting. And along with waiting comes the virtue of patience. If you're like me, sitting in the driver's seat is a place where you've had to stretch your patience muscles over the years. Maybe it's because of stoplights or stop signs or bad drivers or slow drivers or traffic messes on the Southern California freeways. But driving is one of those places that I associate with patience a lot. Patience is a difficult virtue to learn, and it's probably one of those things that we can always be working on. I recently heard one pastor say that the only way to truly learn patience is through hardship. So we need to be careful praying for patience, because if we truly want to grow in patience and we ask God to help us do that, God's very likely going to bring hardship into our lives that will allow us to grow in patience and to strengthen those patience muscles in our lives. Well, this coming Sunday, the 30th, we're continuing in our sermon series on your New Year wardrobe. We're looking at the Apostle Paul's letter to the church in Colossae in Colossians chapter 3, verses 12 through 14, where Paul lists this remarkable set of spiritual virtues that we can clothe ourselves with as garments following in the example of Christ. So we're going to talk about patience this Sunday, and I hope that you'll be able to come at 10 o'clock on the patio for our regular worship service or 7 p.m. on the patio for our Roots worship service to continue through the sermons of the season. Again, I want to say a huge word of thanks to the great team of people who helped make this last Sunday's worship services possible and as successful as they were. In particular, to Grant Kay, who preached in my place at a short notice this last Sunday morning, to Tony, who helped Grant out, to the great team of musicians under Esther's leadership, to Mac McEwen, who filmed the service, Shane Cowell, who edited and posted it to our website so that you can watch it now from that homepage and our worship services tab, and everybody else from the ushers to collectors and folks who helped set up and tear down the patio. You're a remarkable congregation with hardworking folks, and I'm so thankful for the chance to serve as your pastor. Again, Lord willing, this coming Sunday, I'll be back with you. We'll be in person on the patio at 10 o'clock, and then again on the patio at 7 o'clock for the Roots service. And we are looking ahead to next Sunday, February 6th, for our return to worship in the sanctuary at 10 o'clock in the morning. We'll have not only our regular worship service, but we'll celebrate the Lord's Supper together. And then we'll follow our 10 a.m. worship service with the annual call to congregational meeting, starting sometime between 11:15 and 11:20. This is one of the most important congregational meetings of the year, if not the most important, especially for those of you who are members of PBPC who are able to vote in our congregational meetings. I really want to encourage you to come and be a part of that congregational meeting. We're going to remember and honor the lives of our brothers and sisters in Christ who went to be with the Lord in 2021. We're going to recap our finance and endowment experience from 2021. We are going to hear from several staff and session members about not only great victories in mission and ministries from the last year, but what the vision looks like for 2022 and how you can be supporting that. We're going to hear the session present the budget for 2022, and you're going to have the opportunity to vote on my pastoral compensation package, as well as to elect folks from our nominating committee. It's going to be a great meeting and an important meeting, and I really do hope that you will come and join us for that. This coming week, I also would covet your prayers. On Tuesday, February 1st, we're going to be interviewing our main candidate for what has been our on-site office manager job position, what we're now going to be calling the Community Connections Administrator. We have a fabulous candidate. We are excited to present that candidate to you, and we would hope that you would be in prayer for the Personnel Committee and Interview Committee on Tuesday evening as we do an interview with that person, hoping to have that on-site person back in place as soon as possible. I know a lot of you have been waiting eagerly for who that will be. Also, we're continuing to receive donations for our life packs. Looking forward to assembling those life packs on the patio after worship in February. So stay tuned for more information about that from our outreach and mission elder, Steve Ritz, who's doing a great job coordinating that effort. I think those are our major announcements in our midweek message for today. Again, I look forward to seeing you this Sunday in person on the patio. Dress in layers to be ready for the morning. Bring some sunglasses for the sun. Have that KN95 mask with you if you've got one, or be ready to receive one that we'll give to you when you arrive for worship. And we'll have a great morning and then again a great evening on Sunday. I leave you now with a video that reflects some of the passages about patience, and in particular the virtues of waiting, as we hear again and see again the words of the prophet Isaiah in these familiar words. Enjoy this video, brothers and sisters, as you continue through this season of waiting and patience in the midst of a pandemic and uncertain circumstances. Wait upon the Lord. He is faithful and always good. Blessings to you. We'll talk to you soon.